morning, children. Welcome to SST class. Today I am explaining you Geography chapter 6, Major Landforms of the Earth. The Earth's surface is not the same everywhere. It is highly uneven. It has hills, valleys, mountains, plateaus and plains. All these features can be found under the sea too. All the continents have these landforms which are distinguished according to their height. These landforms play a major role in deciding the weather, climate, vegetation and animals found in a region. Now children, the surface of the earth is highly uneven. It has hills, valleys, mountains, plains and plateaus. All these features found under the sea also. All the continents have these landforms and it play a major role in deciding the weather, climate, vegetation and animal found in a region. The earth on which we live is an interesting place. It is always changing. Though the process is gradual and hardly comes to our notice, this change is always taking place. In fact, within the surface of the earth, continuous slow movements are taking place which lead to either upliftment or sinking of land at several places. These are often caused due to the movement of molten rocks under the lithosphere and is termed as an internal or endogenic process. On the surface too, the elements of nature like running water, moving ice and wind are continuously wearing down and rebuilding the land surface. This is an external or exogenic process called erosion. Now, children, the earth is always changing. It hardly comes to our notice. These are often caused due to the movement of molten rocks under the lithosphere and is termed as an internal or endogenic process. On the surface also, the element of nature like running water, moving ice and wind are continuously wearing down and rebuilding the land surface. This is an external or exogenic process. This is called erosion, which removes materials from one place and deposits it at another place. Both internal, now see children, both internal and external process result in the formation of three major types of landforms. What are they? Number 1, mountains. Number 2, plateaus. Number 3, plains. Now, mountains. A mountain is a conical landmass which much higher than its surrounding area. Mountains which occur in a line or chain are known as range and may stretch several hundreds or even thousands of kilometers. The Himalayas, Alps, Andes and Rockies are a few examples of mountains ranges. Now children, mountains are natural elevations of the Earth's surface. They are mostly conical in shape. Mountains which occur in a line or chain known as range. There are three major types of mountains. What are they? They are fold, block and volcanic mountains. Now children, fold mountains. When a portion of the Earth's surface is pushed up from opposite directions, wrinkles or folds are formed, which form fold mountains. These mountains may be very high with steep slopes and a sharp peak. The Himalayas and the Rockies are young fold mountains. The Aravallis in India are the oldest fold mountains in the world. Now, when a part of Earth's surface gets pushed up because of pressure from both sides, it forms wrinkle or folds. Such elevations are called fold mountains. The Himalayas and the Rockies are young fold mountains. The Aravallis in India are the oldest fold mountains in the world. Now children, volcanic mountains. These are formed as a result of volcanic activity. Molten lava erupts from openings in the Earth's crust, and on reaching the surface, it cools and hardens gradually with the passage of time. As layers of lava pile up around the opening, gradually a mountain is formed. Mount Fujiyama in Japan and Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania are typical examples of volcanic mountains. Now children, volcanic mountains are formed due to volcanic activity. Molten lava coming out with force from openings in the Earth's crust, and on reaching the surface, it cools and hardens slowly. As layers of lava pile up around the openings slowly means gradually, mountain is formed. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Mount Fujiyama in Japan and Mount Vesuvius in Italy are the examples of volcanic mountains. Now, children, importance of mountains. Mountains are a storehouse of fresh water. Several glaciers are found on high peaks of mountains. These become sources of rivers at lower heights. The fast flowing rivers are not just ideal for generating hydroelectricity but also provide water for irrigation. Number 2. The river valleys and terraces provide fertile land for cultivation crops. Number 3. The mountain slopes have thick forests which provide several products like timber, medicines, gum and resin. Besides being ideal places for people to live in, mountains are a great tourist attraction too. Now children, importance of mountains. Number 1. Mountains are storehouse of fresh water. Several glaciers are found on high peaks of mountain. Number 2. They act means mountains act as barriers against hot and cold winds. Number 3. People like to go to mountainous region in summers to get away from the heat. Number 4. The mountain slopes have thick forests which provide timber, medicines, gums, etc. Now children, I hope whatever I have explained today is clear to you. Thank you.